wish. We read it once, but we want to read it many times.
Long ago, by the shores of Lake Ontario.
You're supposed to be showing the pictures.
You want to see it?
Elizabeth, you
Blowing
need to
that
let
part
him
of it,
read.
aren't I? Off from the other wigwams of this village stood one great huge wigwam. Painted on its sides were pictures of the sun, moon, stars, plants, trees, and animals. And inside this wigwam there was said to live a very great, rich, powerful, and supposedly handsome, invisible being. That would not be me. But it could, I'd like to be.
It could be shy.
However, no one could see him except his sister, Alfay, who lived there too. Many women wanted to marry this invisible being, but his sister said, only the one who can see him can marry him. That makes sense, huh? So we want.
That's the biggest
Very
ever
careful.
had.
Now, in this village, there lived a poor man who had 3 daughters. The 2 older daughters were cruel and hard-hearted, and they made their youngest sister sit by the fire and feed the flames. When the burning branches popped, the sparks fell on her. Ouch. In time, her hands became burnt and scarred. Her arms, too, became rough and scarred. Even her face was marked by the fire, and her beautiful long black hair, my goodness, hung ragged and charred. And those 2 older sisters laughed at her, saying, "Ha! You ugly, you rough-faced girl." And they made her life very lonely and miserable indeed.
Hey, you didn't show us the picture.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not very good at showing the pictures, am I?
You're crazy.
I'm sorry. One day, these 2 older sisters went to their father and said, "Father, give us some necklaces. Give us some new buckskin dresses. Give us some pretty beaded moccasins. We're going to marry the invisible being." So their father gave them these things. Dressed in their finest, the 2 girls marched through the village. All the people pointed and stared. Look at those beautiful girls.